Alright, sure. So namhlanje sizoba lesson on a vertical projectile motion. Okay. So a vertical projectile motion bayibiza nge-VPM. Sikhuluma about an object on a free fall. Okay. So sithi one, a projectile refers to an object on a free fall. Kusho ukuthini lokho? On a free fall. Omunye uthi, what is free fall? So free fall, it is nothing but an object. Okay, no, it is a type of motion. Type of motion of an object where only the force of gravity is acting on an object. So there's two definition meluas, okay? A projectile is an object on a free fall. Okay, another definition also it's all about my exam guideline. It's a projectile is an object that is given initial velocity and is on a free fall. Okay, so then you define free fall. Free fall, it is a type of motion where only the gravitational force is acting on an object. Okay, so basically last kuluma about motion of an object on where only gravity is acting. Okay, for example, if this is ball A, mhlambe sithi this is a ground. Ball A is released with a velocity, with an initial velocity of, maybe it is dropped with an initial velocity of 0 meters per second. So sibambile into then sayidedela asiyinikanga initial velocity. Okay, but we know ukuthi as ball A is moving down, uzowenza njani? I-velocity izowenza njani? Izoshintsha. So there is acceleration. What is causing object ball A ukuthi aye phansi yini? That is gravity. That is gravity. That is gravity. Okay, so we know that acceleration is gravity njani? It is always constant. 9.8 meters per second square. Okay, so iyona into esizoyilokhuzana so sebenzisa leyo ukuthi we know acceleration ngaso sonke isikhathi when an object is on a free fall, only gravity is acting on an object, and then kusho ukuthi we know that i-acceleration yale object izobe ubani? Izobe 9.8 meters per second square. Okay, so usually we'll have scenarios. We'll do this from our questions. Okay, aske sithi kanje, sithi object A usuka from the ground uyahamba ureacha maximum, uyabuya ufika ureacha ground again. Okay, so if this is point A, let's say this is point A, okay, let's say this is initial point. And then this is maximum point. And then this is ground again, which is ground. Okay, so into ekumele siyazi ukuthi the velocity here, if we know that the velocity initial it is x, i-velocity izokwenza njani? Izoya ngokuncipha ithi sifika lapha esenjani, isiyu-0. So we'll know that velocity at max will always be equal to 0 meters per second. Why is velocity at max is 0 meters per second? Because siyazi ukuthi an object iyama lapha momentarily mase yenze njani, mase ibuela down, sithi into yaphezulu eventually izoya down because momentarily iyama iphelelwe speed and then iqala yenze njani, yehla. But velocity at final izokuba if isuke kulo ku ground, mase sibuya izofika ku ground again izofika ngale magnitude ye velocity esuke ngayo, but izobe sinjani sign, izobe ingasafani. So if beku x ilokhuzana initial beku x, kusho ukuthi ne final izobani u negative x. Okay, another thing kumele siyazi ukuthi as inyuka from initial iyaphezulu i-reacha u-max, if time was p seconds from this point to this point, if time was p second, kusho ukuthi from this point, from maximum to the ground again izoba u-p. Kusho ukuthi from this position to this position u-time uzobani ke, uzoba u-2p. Okay, so sithi isikhathi sambili isuka phansi reach maximum siyalingana nesikhathi ezosihamba isuka ku maximum yaphi iya ku ground again. Okay, so those are concepts ekumele siwabambe nje kwi projectile, then we'll be able ukuthi senze ama question. Isikhathi engisihambile ngisuka ku maximum, ngisuka ku initial position ngiya ku maximum siyalingana nesikhathi engisihambile ngisuka ku maximum ngiyaphi ku lokhuzana ku back to initial position. Okay, asike senze lento from question papers ukuze sizoyibona ukuthi yenzeka kanjani projectile, which is ilokhuzana. Okay, again let me end with lento before sending my question. We are going to use equations of motion. Okay, we are going to use my equation of motion. We have my equation out trailer. Okay, we have a velocity initial elingene or velocity final elingene no velocity initial plus a changing t, where a is the acceleration yani ye gravity. Okay, yes, B is what velocity final squared is equal to velocity initial squared plus 2a changing y, where y is nothing but in it displacement. Okay, we'll talk about it displacement, and then we have equation that it displacement will be equal to velocity initial times change in time plus half a change in time squared. Okay, so we have my equation out 3. I'll show you how do we pick and select the equation esizoyisebenzisa in a given question. Okay, so these are my equations A to K. I want to explain indaba ye displacement. Okay, let's call this initial point. Let's say this is a point A, and then this is a point B, and then this is point C. Okay, suppose from point A to point B it is 10 centimeters. Okay, they say 10 meters, and from C to D, from B to C, from B to C, let's say it's 3 meters. Okay, so if umuntu esuka from initial position, let's say we are gijima from initial position, which is point A, agijime from A to B, kusehambe 10 meters, aphinda ajike la azoyolokhuzana aze ka point bani, ka point C. Singasho ukuthi the distance umuntu ayihambile it is 10 from A to B plus 3 from B to C, which is ubani u-13 meters. This is the distance umuntu anjani ayigijimile. Okay, but what is it displacement? See, the displacement, it is a straight line change in position. Sitting, if umuntu esuka from A to B, wasuka from B to C, kusho ukuthi lo muntu usahambe ba usahambe from A wafika la kabani ka C. So it displacement is nothing but a straight line change in position. Good, libe lehambile usehambe noma i-distance noma i-difference from le kade khona to lese khona manje iyuba. So singasho ukuthi i-displacement izobani izoba fika wahamba u10 wase wabuya u3 kusho ukuthi i-difference from initial position to final position ubani u7 meters. Okay, so i-displacement has i-direction sesingasho ukuthi 7 meters to the right, 7 meters to the right from left suke khona eyala ka point bani ka point C. So i-concept ye displacement isho njalo is nothing but a straight line change in position between initial position no final position. That difference is your displacement. Okay, so ibona usebenza kanjani i-concept ye displacement. Asenze one or two questions and then sikwazi ukuthi siyibone le kuzana senza kanjani. Okay, I have my question la. I have my question 1 lapha kuthiwe a ball A, this is our ball, is thrown vertically upward from a height h with a speed of 15 meters per second. At the same instant, we should simultaneously a second identical ball is dropped from the same height as ball A, as shown in the diagram. Both balls undergo a free fall, eventually hitting the ground. And to define term free fall. Okay. So sithe in free fall. What is a free fall? A free fall is a type of motion of it. It is a motion of an object. Motion it is a type of motion of an object. It is a type of motion of an object under the influence of gravity. Under the influence of gravitational force only. Okay, so kuyilokhuzana bayifuna ukuyibona leya lokhuzana ka only, leya part ka only kuma guidelines, but I always advise ukuthi asibhekeni ama exam guidelines kuqala. So this is your free fall. This is how you define free fall. Free fall yinto engifuna uyazi ukuthi i-free fall it is emotion of an object. Really we are dealing with the questions of emotion. So a free fall is nothing but a type of motion where gravity is the only object, is the only force acting on an object. Okay. Then they say 1.2 calculate the time it takes for ball A to reach its starting position. Okay. Buka ke mfethu, ungajahi. Okay. See, we have ball A esuka with an initial velocity of 15 meters per second. Okay, and then ball A wenza njani? Projected upward, reach maximum lapha. A at max. Abuya azoreacha initial position. Sa ball A njalo lo. A at initial. Aphinde adlule uproject A ball A azoreacha ubani ground. Okay. So buka ke lama questions waphendula njani. We want the time ukuthi kuthatha isikhathi esingakanani uball A ukuthi asuke from this position to this position. Okay. So sitheni siyazi ukuthi isikhathi uball A asihamba from this position to this position, from initial position to maximum position, siyalingana nesikhathi azosihamba sesuka from maximum ebuyela ku-initial position. So it's a matter of picking i-path correctly. So singasho ukuthi lapha from initial position to maximum yini esinayo. Okay, to analyze ukuthi yini esinayo sizosebenzisa an abbreviation esithi ufi da T. Okay, fida T. Okay, T umele ubani u-time. U-T umele u-time, u-A u-acceleration, u-D u-displacement, u-I u-initial velocity, u-initial V, u-F u-final V. Okay, so sizobheka from this part. Initially we are given a velocity kabani ka 15 meters per second, so we have the initial velocity. Okay, if it's from initial to maximum, at maximum in this now we have the final velocity. Sithe at maximum the final velocity is always ubani u0. Are we given a distance ukuthi uhamba I distance enganani as afike at maximum? No, so we do not have any displacement. Sithe the object is on a free fall, kusho ukuthi there's only acceleration in gravity. So kusho ukuthi we do have the acceleration, but from this position to this position asinayo ubani ulokhuzana u-time. So again we don't have u-time. Once wanothi kabathathu usuzokwazi ukuthi uthole i-equation ozoyisebenzisa. Okay, so now we are dealing with 1.2 othe asithole isikhathi. Remember sifuna isikhathi ukuthi isikhathi from initial position back to initial position kusithatha isikhathi esingakanani, but we are using lento esiexplainile ukuthi from initial position to maximum kuzosithatha isikhathi esifanayo nokuthi sisuke ku maximum sibuyele ku initial position. Okay, so athina ama equation of motion, let me use le kade sesiwabhalile. We have lama equation of motion way 3. Okay, buka ke sitheni nalento iyibona sitheni sithe we do not have a displacement no time. So sesizoya kuma equation of motion ene displacement siyenze njani, siyayikhansela. Or we are looking for time, so any displacement siyayikhansela. So definitely sizosebenzisa leya because ayinayo ni i-displacement sesizokwazi ukuthi sitholeni ilokhuzana u-time. So ithini le equation of motion engisithi soyisebenzisa, it's velocity final, so it's velocity at max of which siyayazi ukuthi u0 is equals to velocity initial esisuke ngayo plus the acceleration a constant times change in time, which we are looking for time. Buka ke into ke kumele silokhuzana siconsideration i-direction. Let's always take upwards as positive. Ahlale njalo sithatha upward as positive. If sithatha upward as positive should downward uba u-negative. Okay, so le acceleration kade sikhuluma ngayo gravity yenzani, it is pulling down the object. Lapha i-object. Every time i-object yenza njani iyehla, u-gravity wenza njani uyiphula down. Noma inyuka noma yehla, u-gravity uyenza njani uyiphula down. Okay, so sesiyazi ukuthi the velocity esinayo initially is positive. Velocity final is 0. Initially we are going upwards, so velocity initial is positive. Acceleration, because we are accelerating downwards, we are accelerating the acceleration here gravity, so it's negative 9.8, and we are looking for time. Okay, so see solve lapha transpose. So this is 9,8 change in time is equals to 15. We do for calculator. So 15 divided by 9,8 uzosinika laphaya 1,53 seconds. So kusho ukuthi isikhathi esizosihamba sinyuka sizoba u1,53 seconds. This is isikhathi esisihambe from initial position to maximum. Kusho ukuthi esizosihamba from maximum to initial position suba very good so 1,53. Therefore total time uzokubani 1,53 plus 1,53 which is 3,06 seconds. Okay, I hope awusali ke sithe from this position to this position isikhathi esizosihamba from this position to this position siyalingana sizosihamba from this position to this position. So if sisebenzise le method siyakwazi ukuthi sisebenzise. Okay, let me use another method ukukhombisa nje because this is a video kufunda. So from initial position to, we'll call this final position, back to initial position. Okay, kube siphike kanjalo sathi from initial to initial yini besobe sinayo. This is our abbreviation. We are looking for time. Remember, we are looking for time. We have the acceleration, the gravity. Displacement, yes, tonight displacement in this case. It is a straight line change in position. So from this position to this position, we should displacement ubani is 0 because askakashinji sisasuke h meters above the ground. We are back at h meters above the ground. So we should displacement is now. Okay. So we do have a displacement noma mhlawumbe for le video singangayiconsideration sithi asinayo. Let's say leyo nto wayibambe let's a displacement it is a straight line change in position. So initially we do have initial velocity and we have a final velocity because if velocity yala yafana velocity yala ukuthi kushintshe ama direction. This is upwards and this is downwards. So the sign izonjani izongafani. Okay. So if we are looking for time, singaphinde sibuyele kuma equation of motion, ngithe displacement awuyazi kusho ukuthi you will pick this equation because displacement uthe wena wakayibambe lento ya straight line change in position. Hopefully by the end of this video sobe suyibambile. Okay, so we are going to use le formula unokhombisa ukuthi picking apart nje and using this abbreviation uzokwazi ukuthi uthole equation approach nganye indlela sifike question sifike uyanswer efanayo. Okay, so what is the final velocity? Sithe izofana ne-initial kushuthi izokuba negative 15 because sithe upward is positive, and then initially we'll have velocity kabani ka positive 15, and then we'll have negative 9,8 change in time. Okay, so this change in time velocity ngiyangithathe lo ngimlethe ngale, so it will be 9,8 change in time is equal to 15 plus 15 will give me 30. Remember mengimlesa ngala kuzolokhuzana sign, this would be 30. So 30 divided by 9,8 will give me 3.06 seconds. Okay, siyabona ukuthi answer njani iyafana. Zama ukufundisa ke manje ukuthi umuntu ophike wathi from initial to maximum uzothola isikhathi yena sesiku total time from this point to this point, but umuntu othe yena from initial umuntu othe from initial to back to initial uzothola in total time ukuthi ibhola ezilihambe selihamba isikhathi singanani. But uthe umuntu othe initial to maximum, initial to maximum, yengisazomela phinda athi in maximum to back to bani to initial. That is why la sithe bani times 2 or it's 1,53 plus 1,53. Iyona into yokuqala kumele siyifundele leyo. Okay. Sibuye lapha sizowenza question 1.3. Let's calculate the distance between ball A and ball B when ball A is at maximum. Remember, which at the same instant, it's the same instant a second identical ball is dropped. Which while ball B is being projected upward, ball A is being projected upward, ball B is going downwards. Okay, let's have a picture of this scenario. Oh, Jesus Christ. Ingane zaka-science wamadoda azikwazi ukudweba, ingane zaka-science azifuni ukudweba. Mina ngikwazi ukudweba. Oh shame, wafeyila kanjalo ke. Okay, asike siyibheke lento. Nangu ball A initially, nangu ball B. This is ball B. Ball A wahamba, ball A uselapha, nanti manje A. This is ball A. This is A at maximum. Kwenzakalani ku A at maximum? Time wakhona uba u-1,53 seconds. Kusho ukuthi ball A usahambe 1,53 second. Simultaneously no ball B wenza njani? Uyahamba phela no ball B. Usela naye. Usehambe ba yena. B ball B lo after 1,53 seconds. Kusho ukuthi phela no ball B usehambe because bahamba simultaneously. And then sekwakheke i-distance between bona. Buka ke distance esiyenzakalile. Okay, let's call this distance D. And then from initial to this point, that's a corner ball B, sithi P. Kusho ukuthi ke manje they are i-distance ka ball A no ball B. If sithi u-A ula and u-B ula, kusho ukuthi u-A beno B sebehlukaniswe yi-distance kabani ka D plus P. They are apart ngoba the distance ka D plus P. Okay, so mekuthiwa laphaya calculate the distance between ball A and ball B when ball A is at its maximum height. Kusho ukuthi sizokwenza njani? So qala sithole i-distance ka D ukuthi ubani, sebuye sithole i-distance ka P ukuthi uba, and then sithole ukuthi i-distance ka DP, let's call this X. Sithole ukuthi u-X ke uyubani, which is i-distance yabo after 1,53 seconds. Okay, so sizothini ke for ball A, sizothatha i-path from initial position to maximum. For ball A, okay, let me write la in bracket. So it's from initial to maximum. Okay, omunye uthi ubhala lokhu ngoba uyafundisa. Cha, this is important so that you will understand kule part osebenza ngayo ukuthi uzosebenzisa iphi equation. This is important. Okay, basically indlela engikudemonstrate yona iyona ndlela ozobhala ngayo masofika nawe kwilokhuzana kwi-test or kwi-exercise ozobuyenza or kwi-activity ozobuyenza. Okay, so nakho sithi ufida thi abbreviation yethu esiyiqambele yona. So sesiyamazi ku-time ukuthi okay, we want i-distance u-ball A asayihambile after 1,53 seconds. So sesinawo time wala. It is 1,53 second. We do have in acceleration sinani, sine initial velocity sinani futhi sine final velocity sifunani. Sifuna distance noma displacement usahambe a distance engakanani. Okay. For ball A asibuke ukuthi ama equation esigawasebenzisa very easy. Le ayinayo displacement, so siyayigaba. Ayinayo displacement, sifuna displacement. Le inayo displacement, but mhlawumbe ke izothanda ukuthi idinge umuntu okwazi ukusebenzisa izibalo, but preferably singasebenzisa le. Reason why ngithi sisebenzise le ngobani? Because time, remember ukuthi besiyitholele thina time. So ngenzeka ukuthi you have made a mistake, so we are going to use le. Okay, even though this one is easier to use because once we substitute to calculate. Okay, but asebenzise yona ke le for a purpose yokuthi sibe on a safer side. Okay, sesizothini. This is how you pick njalo equation. This is 1.3. Velocity final squared is equal to velocity initial squared plus 2a change in y. Okay, plus 2a change in y. Do we have final velocity? Yes, we do have final velocity. Remember, say velocity at maximum, EU by velocity at maximum, it is always equal to 0 meters per second because it's iyama momentarily. Okay, yonke into ukuze ikwazi ukuthi ijike kumele iqale njani ime. Okay, so velocity final is 0. Velocity initial, initially it was projected go 1,5. It's 15. Okay, 15 meters per second, 15 squared, plus 2 times upwards is positive njalo. Kusho ukuthi acceleration will always be negative 9,8. For consistency ke bafethu, we always use acceleration negative 9,8 because it is njalo so to upwards is positive unless sithola equation ene diagram sebesikhetele khona I direction, then lapho we are going to stick with the direction equation eyikhethile. Okay, so 15 squared is 225. Ngimlethe ngale, it's negative 225 equals to 2 times negative 9,8. That is negative 19,6 change in y. Remember, I don't like umuntu ongayisebenzisa calculator because nenza amaphutha. So this is negative 19,6. Divide both sides by negative, you get positive 225 divided by 19,6. You get a distance of 11,48 meters. Okay. Kusho ukuthi uball A ke usahambe or asibuyele kule concept ade sinayo. Therefore, D, distance esibize ngo D is equal to 11,48 meters. Okay. Sibuye sizothi for ball B, this is for 7 marks, John. For ball B, from initial until 1,53 seconds. Ulaphi at this position usehambe distance engakanani. Okay, so remember sikhethe part and then we check ilokhuzana data yethu. Siyasazi isikhathi, siyayazi acceleration, asiyazi displacement. We are looking for a displacement. Remember, we are looking for a displacement. We have the initial velocity, asinayo ke final velocity because asazi ukuthi ufika kule position after 1,53 seconds. Asazi ukuthi uball B uzobe sehamba ngoba. Okay, so sesibuyela kuma equation of motion yethu sesithini. Sithi we don't have final velocity. We can't use the equation. Definitely sure we are using this equation. Equation iyazipika if le nto uzoyenza with i-consistency esihamba ngayo. So this is your equation. Usithi change in y is equal to velocity initial change in t plus half a change in t squared. Okay, velocity initial ibhola ke if lidedeliwe sithela izoba ne-initial velocity eyu-0 if li-released, if li-grobbed. Once wabona leli gama elithi it was grobbed, kusho ukuthi linjani, lidedeliwe, aliphushwanga, so line-initial velocity ka-0. So kusho ukuthi la kuzoba ubani u-0, isikhathi it's 1,53 and then plus 1/2. So ayazi direction esiyipikayo, upwards is positive, kusho ukuthi this is negative 9,8 into 1,53 squared. Kusho ukuthi i-distance azobe eyihambile izobe iyubani 0. Okay, let's cancel this. 1/2 into negative 9,8 into 1,53 squared will be equal to a displacement ka negative 11,47 meters. Why in negative? Because it's yapi downwards. Okay, kusho ukuthi distance ke siyenzakalile. Remember distance ayinayo i-direction. Kusho ukuthi distance sithe u-x, which is the distance apart, is equals to d plus d plus p. Okay, so we have d as 11,48 and p, remember sithen we are adding the distance, not the displacement. So plus 11,47 i-distance ngiphinde ngiyachaza ayinayo ini i-direction. I-displacement lesiyitholile in a direction. This is tontoni 11,467 downwards. So une direction and lo negative ukhombisa i-direction kuphela. So kusho ukuthi siyamazi ukuthi change in y will be equal to 11,47 downwards meters per second, meters downwards. So ungadideki. So this will give us negative 11,8. This will give us a distance kabani, a distance ka 22,95 meters. Kusho ukuthi i distance ke yabo la iyobe isibu 22, kusho ukuthi lo u 11,48 kanti lo uyu 11,47, kusho ukuthi we have u 22,95 meters. Injalo ke lento ye-projectile ukuthi ithi angathi singathi ukucabanga yini into esiyenza siwine ukuyiphendula lento. One, if we have this imaginary picture as a question ukuthi omunye uthe ehamba nomunye wabehamba simultaneously, so lo omunye uthe enyuka simultaneously lo wenza njani, wehla kwakheka le distance ukuthi bebe kanje bo2 and then baqhelelana, so sekwakhe le distance abayifunayo. Okay, so ngakwazi ukuthi ngibale ukuthi lo sahamba i-distance engakanani after 1,53 seconds, lo sahamba i-distance engakanani after 1,53 seconds. Once you have leyo picture, okay, zama ukuyidweba nongathi ukwazi ukudweba, vele this is not about i-talent lokudweba. Zama ukuyidwebe kambi njenganami, sure. And then mose usunayo le picture usuwenza njani, usu-isolate ke manje ama-scenario, ubuka iball A from initial to maximum, then you use this beautiful abbreviation ezokwazi ukuthi ikulekelele ukhethe i-equation ozoyisebenzisa. Okay, notice ukuthi ngitheni la, ngithe we are picking le equation because ayinayo time, and utime bese imsebenzisa utime esiyitholele wona, so bekuzoba lula if silokhuzana, if si-wrong sesi-safe la siyakwazi ukuthola this 3 marks. And then sibuye futhi sizobheka la sesithi for ball B again phika ilokhuzana i-part from initial up until 1,53 seconds now initial, we have time we have acceleration, we have initial velocity because it was dropped means velocity is 0, and then we use the abbreviation of Peake equation. Okay, so that is how we do our questions. Okay, let me add at least one. Okay, as we cut the line, then we'll add another question on the next video. We'll do 2 questions on the next video.